ball's not going anywhere today.
Okie dokie. One more.
I'm just trying to find a spot on here, because where's the line track made up to about here?
No, that's you can be. That's perfect. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's look at the swing then. So we'll look at KVS first. Okay, so alignment's not too bad. Your hips at address are a little bit open.
Yeah.
So 9 degrees open, it is to the left, so it's a bit too much. Upper body's fine. Posture is getting a lot better. Your posture used to be 52 degrees bent over, so very, very low before, but now we're at 37, so we're standing up a lot taller. The pelvis is just a little bit stuck out, so you just got to relax that pelvis a bit more. Very solid hip turn, 34 degrees, with 12 degrees of movement this way. So before we had a lot of hip turn and a lot of lateral movement, so we're trying to sort of hold that a lot more solid, so we've got that now up to 100%, which is very good, and that's on a stiff swing as well, so that's very good. So that should turn 36.84 in your backswing. At impact, you've whipped your hips around 36 degrees, which is a lot better, and just one off your shoulders as well, so you're using your body a lot better there. So your bottom's a little bit out at address, as we know. Top of the backswing, your pelvis is okay. Impact, your bottom is a little bit stuck out. So that's because that left leg. But the lateral movement, side to side, is very still. Good height at impact. So you bend over at 37 at address, hit it at 33, so just 4 degrees taller. But very good. So the good thing is that there's not a lot wrong at the moment. Obviously timing plays a big role in it. Let's look at the graph. Okay. So what this does is this measures the 3 sensors and the speed and the order at which they're moving in. So you've got the sensor on the pelvis, sensor on your upper body, and then on the wrist. So when you're trying to move your swing efficiently, this is the top of the backswing. This is an impact, and we're trying to see an order of red, green, blue. So we're trying to see the red line lead, and then the shoulders, which are in green, and then the club in blue. So to show you an example of that, just bring that over here. There, that's kind of what we're trying to see. This is kind of the engine inside Andrew's swing. So that's what we're trying to achieve. Hips leading, and then reaching maximum speed about halfway down. And then, a bit like a throw, you'd go hips, shoulders, arms, or a boxer throwing a punch. You wouldn't go and then move your body after. So we're trying to get the order. So when you're talking about consistency, you're talking about repeating as close as we can to that movement. And when your movements are out of sync, like we're slightly seeing here, see, Andrew's got very strong upper body, and he tends to use that quite a lot in his swing to drive the power. And the hips there are just a little bit slow. You can see how the hips are leading here, the red line, but here they lead just a little bit in the start of the downswing, but then the shoulders just overtake a bit. And what we've been trying to work on is trying to get this left leg to clear a little bit more separate of the shoulders. Try and quieten down the shoulders a bit more, make the legs a bit more involved. Yeah. So what happens then is that when his top half overtakes, what we end up with, which we can see on this animation here, so this is the target line, this is where we're going towards those trees. And when Andrew uses his shoulders a lot, he comes what's called over the top of it and out to in. Now that's being measured by this blue line here. So if he was swinging correctly with his hips, then what happens is the blue line goes a lot more down the target line. What we can see is the path being out to in. comes over it. So he drives too early with his shoulders. So the club head, which is blue, that's red, that's pointing just slightly left of target when he hits the ball. So it's a bit closed. And it's cutty, yeah. But it cuts, even though the club face is closed, it cuts because the path is going left of the face. So you can actually fade a ball with a closed club face, depending on the club path. So this is all kind of like piecing the pictures together. So what we're able to do is we're able to see whether we're on the right track with our changes by this information, because the ball flight sometimes looks terrible and all this looks fabulous, and it's like, well, what do I go by? But in the bigger picture, you know, as this starts to become repeatable,
It's got nothing to do with it.
the ball flight comes after it. That's why practice is very difficult to do when you're just studying ball flight, because it doesn't tell us enough about what's truly happening. So overall, what you're doing this morning is pretty good, but this is the movement that we need to look at. So good top of the backswing, that looks as normal. Okay, but what we tend to get is we get everything moving pretty much at the same time. A little bit of leading with the hips, but then the club gets a little bit going across. Now it's measured in degrees, so his club path is going 11 degrees left of target. So, you know, 11 degrees is not a huge amount when you look at it, but in the golf swing it might as well be, you know, 22 or 2. It's still going to cause an effect. It did. Yeah. So our goal, our aim is to try and get this motion.
You see, at this moment in time, you can see there's very little hip rotation there. There's starting.
It's all kind of working in unison. So the club face is pretty square. So from the face-on view, so the left knee, that's better at the top. Yeah, it's just pushing out, isn't it? So it's a lateral movement.
Quite amazing with a high-speed camera that you can see the kick in the shaft. See that?
Yeah.
So when we first started with Chris, my hands would have been right there. wouldn't they?
Yeah, they were kind of by his right leg when he hit the ball, so the club head was way in front. And we had a lot of sort of this action going on, where what we've done is we've kind of eliminated that, well, we've improved the left leg, but now we've got to try and get the right side firing. But like you said, in swimming, you didn't even use your legs in swimming much, did you? Right, so it's not bad. Okay.
So what we're trying to do is try and pull this left leg back there, and then we'll get the club head into the position that we want to get it in.
Yeah, before that club starts the downswing. Yep. Just emailing that over to you. Okay. So that time you got your club face and your club path going in the same direction, which is good. That's okay. But it's, yeah. That's better with the left leg, definitely. A much wider gap there. Yeah.
The hands maybe down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. So if you go to the top, okay. So from there, we've got to leave that there and now begin the lower body first. That's it. Now what you've got to do is you've got to get that left leg to lock out before the shoulders go. That's it. And then if you go back up again. Now at the same time as that, you've got to move your left leg back, but arms drop. Yeah, they've got to work down without the shoulders moving. So you've got to get that motion together with that motion without that going. So it's that, but not that. Easy. Easy.
Lazy boy swing.
Okay, so we're going a bit across it. Left leg's good there. Yeah, so as soon as you pull your hips, which you're doing there, the shoulders go with it. It's not bad though, is it?
Do you understand why it's so important for that left leg to come back like that? Because then you get your body through. If you block it, you ride it.
Yeah.
And then you push it, and then you get a high right push.
Or flick. Yeah. Okay, so if you go up to the top again. Alright, so that's your separation between your hips and your shoulders. Now what you need to do is you need to increase that number, and the way you increase it on the downswing is by moving the hips. So if you move the hips independent of the shoulders, that number will increase. But you've got to make sure the arms drop at the same time. So if you try that again. Great, and now, yes, that number's dropped. So the K value's dropped because you've gone more that than that. Okay. So if you go back up again. There. So if you now start the arms and the hips, okay, and again, swing back, that's it. Right, so that's 28, so now we need to get up to 40, so start with the hips. It's hips, yeah, the hips, no number change yet. Got to move, that's it, keep going. Hips, 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 lock it out, that's it, lock. That's it, that's got to go back, yeah. Woo!
Ooh, the pain.
Torture.
See how important flexibility is as well. They don't know it. If you look at all the good guys are all very flexible nowadays.
Okay. Okay.
I'm standing still.
Yeah.
Because remember, my head used to move, my head used to shift all the way back.
So a lot of, that's very good with the left leg there. Very good. See, to the eye, that, you know, we're looking at that and it's like, wow, that's very good. It's just that, isn't it?
How did the hands come down on your other one? Better.
That's a great position at the top. Yeah. You just see it all starts together, doesn't it? Club, shoulders, hips, all one movement. Where it's got to disconnect and then catch up. All collects up. But it's a better bad one.
Good enough for 90? 490 with that swing.
It's not bad there. It's trying, isn't it? So that was better with the club face as well. The path was...
felt a little bit more laggy than the other one.
Yeah. You can see a sort of... When you begin to make small bits of separation, you start to see this sort of small compression taking place.
Hands were a lot more in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Careful with that one.
A monster, that one. See the path going left? Yeah.
I drilled that one.
You did. I mean, 92.8 miles an hour clubhead speed, 120 ball speed. It's great. Yeah.
If only.
I know.
How did the hands come down?
Left.
So we got it right until the top.
Now you see the path direction is all, it's consistently going left.
Across the line.
Now because it's, well, this is it. I mean, because this is, you know, if we were looking for a quick fix, you know, if Andrew was going to go out on the golf course and play first round of the British Open, and he was consistently on that path, then we would use that and correct that blue line by aiming 30 yards to the right, which then shifts this blue line more at the target, and then all of them will go straight. So that would be a quick fix. But you're so good at the top though, it's just uncanny, it's just there. Everything just comes a little bit, and that's the shoulders. That's the shoulders, where you're trying to start with the hips. So if you were to leave the hips there, and just drop your arms down, we'll nail it, but we're going to then get into all sorts of trouble with the hands. Okay. So everything else is staying good.
I'm quite surprised actually.
Yeah, it's good. But it's, yeah, so you've got to change your practice routine, so you go, yeah, see that spinning out? So if you do that one again. Okay, so leave the shoulders there. Now just gently drop the arms and clear the hip, that's it. But you're lifting that hip up. And instead of going up with the hip, you've got to go back with the hip without the shoulders going. That's it. So if we do our pole dancing, so if you grab this pole, twist it back, and then we're looking for that motion there, without the shoulders going. See if you can work out where the muscles are in that. So if you grip up there, that's it, good, and then just rotate back, leaving your hips still. So that's it, good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right, your eyes are watering there. Okay, now from there, leave the shoulders, leave the pipe there, and now try and move the legs back. That's it, and again with that, see this is moving. That's it, don't move the pole. Okay, that's it. Good, and then left leg, that's it. Good, try and get that belt buckle around, that's it, and again. That's it, it's getting that independent movement. And once you've reached your maximum stretch, that's when the arms come down, the shoulders come down. So there's that delay between that movement and that movement. Are you feeling a
Pain, yeah.
pain?
Yeah. Now I see why it's not happening. It's difficult to do it without force.
Yeah. Well, the speed went up 96 miles an hour. The path left. You've definitely gained.
Stretch.
There. That's very, very good.
Couldn't do it. Just go back one frame. You said that's what you want if you go back one frame. Sorry, the other way.
Okay.
Forward, sorry,
Yeah.
forward frame. So that's the sort of backswing that you really want on plane like that.
Yeah. Club horizontal. And then down the line, the club there points parallel to his target line, so it's absolutely made up there. And that's always been very natural on your backswing.
And then all this goes horribly wrong.
Well, it just doesn't come apart yet. So everything just gets a little bit out here and then whips across. That's so good there, other than that. So,
B&Q.
B&Q. Bit of waste pipe, yep. But that's stretching. We've got to get that, yeah. Okay, it's good with the left leg. Nice full extension. 97 miles an hour. There he goes. You see the top half going first. Legs look stuck. Parked it beautifully there. Lovely compression. But it's interesting though, it's like Stephen, isn't it? This is exactly Stephen as well. Everything just coming just fractionally outside to in. Yeah. Can you feel that it's one movement rather than?
Yeah, I feel that I'm not being able to lag it like you pull the hips to lag it.
Where do you think that the tightness is? Do you think it's kind of?
Yeah, definitely. Now that one I really lagged.
Yeah.
More than the others. Do you understand what I mean by lagging it?
Yeah, huge. 97. Just that path, isn't it? We're stuck on that
We're
path.
stuck on that path.
You can see where it goes left. Oh yeah, I mean it's. When the hips do move, it's not that they're not moving. It's not their fault. It's just that the shoulders are going a little bit. They're just spinning a little bit too early.
You see, I hit a lot with my upper half.
It's just.
Well, when we first started, I never even hit with my bottom
No,
half at all.
no. It's mobile now.
If you think about it, your legs are a lot stronger than your upper body. If you can drive with your legs and your hips, and you're driving with. Almost.
Yep.
Better.
Yep. So that path was 7.5 degrees left, where at the start it was 11. Holding that leg nice. Huge backswing. Big wind up there.
If the hips drive through it, it'll pull that leg back.
Yeah. What's nice though, that the club face is square to the path, so that would be just a straight pull without any side spin. You see it's just coming out there. So you've got to feel as though the arms drop much more down into that right hip.
I'll try that.
Yeah. The Hogan hip.
Oh, it's different.
Definitely a different path.
Chunked it.
The club face was more square, so I'm guessing that the path would be, it didn't pick that one up. Yeah, that was straighter. So let's see if we can get it closer to that hip.
Definitely doing it because I'm chunking it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, path is definitely, club face is better. Holding that knee well. It's better impact, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lot straighter. Right, let's see if we can get it more now. Two. Good there. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah. It seems to be, by thinking about hands into hip, it sort of is guiding your shoulders a little bit more.